following program on Derana 24 is classified as PG-14+. It is intended for children ages 14 and older in the company of an adult. It may contain intensely suggestive dialogue, strong coarse language, intense sexual situations, or intense violence or political ideology. A parental control system is strictly advised. The following program on Derana 24 contains scenes of smoking and drinking. The Health Ministry of Sri Lanka warns that smoking and drinking are injurious to health. Viewer discretion is advised.
Sky-high earnings but rock-bottom ratings. How does that even happen? Stay right here and find out.
After debuting domestically last Friday to strong box office results, Marvel's Captain America Brave New World break past its first major milestone. The 78th British Academy Film Awards ends in style, and what are your thoughts on the winners? And with some long surviving hits leaving the box office, unique new entrants make their way in.
Welcome to Showbiz Tonight. Now the stars shine bright, the drama never fades, and entertainment never stops. Hope everyone had an exciting week, and it's been quite the happening week for entertainment as well, wouldn't you agree? The 78th British Academy Film Awards, also called the 2025 BAFTAs, took place last Sunday at London's Royal Albert Hall, and what happened? Let's find out in the later part of the show, so make sure to stick with us and find out the latest. Well, moving to the top box office, we do have some new entrants this week as well. And remember my prediction last week about Captain America and the Brave New World taking the top? Let's wait and see how accurate my prediction turns out to be. Now, not to mention the ones last week movies, well, Moana 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 finally beats farewell after 8 weeks, and I think Moana completed its 11th week last week. Both the movies started off well at the top and maintained solidifying positions consistently, but there has to be an end for somewhere for everything, so here it is. Flight Risk. Flight Risk also leaves us this week, and have to say, for a Mel Gibson directed movie, I think it could have done way better. Now, most of the action within a plane is just something unique, but with the duration, some might find it less entertaining. However, many to catch up, so let's dive right in. Starting off on this week's countdown is the documentary Becoming Led Zeppelin. Now, this is quite an achievement for the production, as it's the second week for it in our list. With recent times consisting many movies releasing one after the other, this documentary is completing its second week at the top box office. Now, this is the first authorized documentary chronicling the legendary rock band's formation and early rise to fame. It features in-depth interviews with surviving members like Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, and John Paul Jones, and also archival audio of the late John Bonham. Now, one highlight of this is its IMAX release. Now, this gives people a taste of the oldies, but in the modern atmosphere. Moving to number 9, we have one of my favorites, Companion. Now, I'm in love with the storyline, and the best thing about it has this everything mixed very well. Obviously, the thriller part takes center stage, but they haven't forgotten to add some humor and curiosity here and there. I have to give credit to the cast, as they are doing an exceptional job, and the faces we've seen not much often, right? So kind of impressive in that way. As of the latest data, the movie has grossed approximately $33.2 million worldwide, with $19 million from the United States and Canada and $14.2 million coming from other markets. One of them secures a spot this week as well at number 8 on Showbiz Tonight. Well, for a feel-good movie with nothing much to be called unique, this movie performed quite well, surprising many. It's been 5 weeks since release, and up to date, the movie has been able to retain a spot at the top box office. Kiki Palmer and Caesar in the cast is actually something to highlight, and from the clips I watched, nothing to complain about the acting. In fact, I would personally say that it's actually very good. So far, the movie has managed to gross approximately $36.5 million worldwide, bringing in some decent numbers at the box office. Time to take a minute and check the status of Hollywood's latest happenings.
Shakira is postponing her concert after being hospitalized. The Hips Don't Lie singer wrote a statement on her Instagram story that reads, "I'm sorry to inform you all that last night I had to go to the ER for an abdominal issue and am currently hospitalized. The doctors whose care I'm currently under have communicated that I'm not in good enough condition to perform this evening." The singer added that she's very sad to not be able to take the stage and has been looking forward to reuniting with her fans in Peru.
Cynthia Erivo is defying gravity as the new host for the 2025 Tony Awards. The American Theater Wing and the Broadway League announced in a February 19 press release the wickedly good news. The Tony, Emmy, and Grammy Award winner and three-time Oscar nominee will lead this year's ceremony. The 78th Tony Awards is returning to the iconic Radio City Music Hall in New York City and will be broadcasting live to both coasts on Sunday, June 8th.
The verdict is in for A$AP Rocky's shooting trial. The rapper was found not guilty on 2 counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm stemming from an argument with childhood friend and bandmate Terrell Efron, also known as A$AP Relly, 3 years ago. Efron accused Rocky, whose real name is Rakeem Mayers, of firing a gun at him on November 6, 2021, during a public dispute on a Hollywood sidewalk. He alleged his hand was grazed by a bullet during the incident. However, Rocky's defense team argued the 36-year-old pulled out a prop weapon that only shot blanks. They alleged Efron concocted the story of being injured by an actual firearm in an attempt to extort money from Rocky.
We're all descendants of the finest dragon fighters from everywhere the Vikings ever traveled. These beasts are a threat to all of our lands. It's time, Hiccup.
I have to kill you. I will, because I'm a Viking. Hear that? I'm a Viking! It's okay. I won't hurt you. Maybe they're not as bad as we think they are.
In case you forgot, our parents' war is about to become ours. Figure out which side you're on.
They've killed hundreds of us!
And we've killed thousands of them! Toothless, no! He's a friend! You all need to see this. I'm not one of them.
Wow, you've lost everything. Your father, your tribe, your best friend. What are you gonna do about it?
Probably something stupid.
Well, you've already done that.
And something crazy. What's up to us?
Us?
Stick with me. All right, bud, you ready? Come on! Here it comes!
The terrible terror!
Alright, How to Train Your Dragon. Now, the movie's animated trilogy is without a doubt a series which all of us were in love with back in the days. And now it returns, but not in the same form. The movie comes this time with a live-action version, and how would people react? Now, the reason for me to ask that is because now from the trailer, we didn't see anything new. But the first movie storyline was maybe replicated in live-action form. Now, however, in my point of view, I don't think this will affect much, because one thing is, it's been a while since we had a revival of the series, and the next is, people would find it anticipated to dive back into the nostalgia with the live-action adventure. According to what I found, the movie used motion capture so actors could interact with CGI dragons in a more natural way, and also artificial intelligence has also played a big role, from what I found, in blending the live-action and special effects perfectly. Okay, let's leave it at that, and let's jump to number 7 this week. Mufasa the Lion King sustains once again, marking its 9th week at the top box office. Now, we recently talked about animation and live action before, and if you recall, The Lion King also released a live action movie in 2019 with the same story from its first movie, the animated one I mean, and the response from the audience was great. So maybe the same fate would occur for How to Train Your Dragon as well. Okay, that aside, we've come a long way with that, and now Mufasa the Lion King, which is the prequel of the previous hit, and I did say last week that this movie might be in stock for another 2 weeks on our countdown, and here it is. Next week, well, I'd say 50-50, and my guess is around number 8 or 9. The movie has exceptional global box office revenue of approximately $763.51 million. The film is now available on digital platforms as well, so if you missed it on the big screen, maybe now it's time to catch it at home.
He holds the blood of the pride.
The last blood of the king. Blood for blood.
I can't. I won't.
Then call me Scar, so I will never forget what I have done.
Scar.
Your Majesty.
At number 6 this week, we have a newbie on our list which debuted last week. Now the name is the highlight and it's Love Hurts. Well, now I know most of y'all will agree with the name, but however, the movie is not about that kind of a love, but another which is between two ex-workmates. Now regardless of the type, category or scenario, love does hurt. But in this movie, it's about a former partner in crime returning to take revenge. Well, we all know that stage, isn't it? So the movie debuted last week at number 3, but has dropped down to number 6 this week. Seems like it won't have much lifespan from what I read, but if lucky, maybe one more week would do.
Get him out! Come on, come on! Okay, okay.
We got a packed lineup ahead, including a peek at the BAFTAs and this week's top 5 rankings. But before that, let's go in for a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Showbiz Tonight, and now we are done with 5 spots and top 5 are set to be revealed. What's your reaction on tonight's countdown? We surely miss Moana and Sonic after having them for around 6 weeks straight, and it seems like Mufasa is the last standing from that gang. Companion climbed down more than I thought, and one of them days also claimed a lower spot, but I have to say that's something I thought would happen more sooner. Now, the top 5 is once again dominated by new entrants, with only 2 movies able to retain top positions, moving from last week to this. So what's at number 5? At number 5 this week, we have something different, and it's Nerja 2. Now this is a 2025 Chinese animated fantasy adventure, and it's serving a sequel to the 2019 film Nerja. The movie continues to tell of a mythological figure. The movie was released along with the Lunar New Year in China and has seemed to achieve a notable box office success. The international release of the movie is with English subtitles, so we could say that the global markets are interested in the sequel and the storyline. At number 4, we have the 2-time crowning champ, Dogman. Well, after 2 solidifying weeks, the movie has started to fade from the top, and I was always questioning what is so special about this to acclaim the top. So, without just saying, I did a bit of research and gathered public opinions. And what I found out was that since this is based on a best-selling book series, viewers find the novel brought life a bit fascinating. Many kids and also adults say that nostalgia is what they mean. Also, some added that DreamWorks animation was a key driven factor for them to try it out.
has arrived. Step 1, insert DNA into the DNA chute. Step 2, press start button. Step 3, open door to retrieve your clone. Yeah. What? Step 4. Wait 18 years for your clone to reach adulthood? What? 18 years? No! If you make a mistake, hit the undo button. Sold separately. Sold separately? No!
Now I know many of you are eager to hear about the 78th British Academy Film Awards, and trust me, it was a night to remember. From dazzling red carpet moments to some unexpected wins, this year's BAFTAs had it all. But don't worry, I won't spill too much just yet, because tomorrow we have something special for you. Have a look.
The story starts. The elders did not tell us everything about this world.
You have no real power.
There's been a slight misuse of the substance.
The juice is loose.
Fate brought us together.
I do not have the programming to be a mother.
No one does. We just make it up.
Hello?
Whoa. You will be my instrument.
Run.
You have to be willing to do anything.
Why should the men get to decide?
I miss it.
Here, dog, tree.
Welcome to our home.
Help is on the way.
Life can only be understood backwards, but we have to leave it forwards.
That's how I got so far.
Good start.
The glitz and glamour from the British Academy Film Awards, the 78th BAFTAs. Tomorrow night at 9:35 p.m. exclusively on Derana 24.
So you saw what's in store. Well, surely it's going to be an exciting star-studded night with all the biggest moments and exclusive highlights from the 2025 BAFTAs. So make sure you tune into Derana 24 tomorrow night at 9:35 p.m. for the full show, because you won't miss a second of it. Alright, we covered quite a lot for the night, and we are getting close to the end with the top 3 spots remaining. Completing a successful second week, Heart Eyes secures a spot once again at the top. Well, the movie claimed the number 2 spot last week and has only shaken up a bit, moving down to number 3. It's been a while since we had a crime and a thriller-packed adventure, and I did watch this a bit, and not gonna lie, it's fulfilling the needs of a movie lover who wants that thriller, crime, mystery, and a bit of a plot twist here and there. The film debuted with around $8.5 million in domestic ticket sales, and so far, it has been able to achieve a global box office revenue of approximately $18.3 million.
Come on. You got it? Yes. Oh, good job.
Thanks.
Hey, you good?
Yeah.
Moving up to number 2, we have an interesting one, Paddington in Peru. Now, as a fan of Peter Rabbit, this movie gives me similar vibes. The storyline is drastically different, but it has its own style, I would say. Now, unlike the rabbit, Paddington, who is a little bear, and talks to the humans, but sometimes you have to adapt your mind accordingly and enjoy the movie. The movie was released on the 14th of February and looks to perform well at the end of its first week.
You sleep well?
I keep having the strangest dream. Has anyone seen Mr. Hunter? I'd like to know if he's translated the bracelet. Or perhaps made us some breakfast. It's after 10, Mary.
Hello? Any chance of some coffee?
Clearly states in the tariff that breakfast is served between 8:30 and 10:30. Good morning, gentlemen. Tariff, I think you should stick. Madam. If it had been a buffet. Hello? Mr. Hunter? Tina?
Is it me or is it getting a bit choppy?
Marmalade!
Well, die-hard movie fan, then I don't have to say who's the crowning gem because you should be able to guess it by now. Captain America Brave New World seals the crown this week just like I predicted. The big name returns once again and skyrocketed earnings but rock bottom ratings. What happened there? Well, maybe people were expecting more. Well, certainly I did, because what I saw was Marvel is trying to solve the confusions they created back in the days, and Captain America had to pay the price. Well, now Adamantium seems to take center stage and the Vibranium era is over. Celestial Islands and Red Hulk, they're clearly trying to say that Eternals wasn't a waste, and that's fine, because with that cast, the movie going for a waste is actually something bad. And I think Adamantium is the bridge between Phase 5 and 6, because now this movie is the closing for the Phase 5. And I do have a feeling that this new element and the whole creating Avengers again would be the two cores of Phase 6. The global box office total stands at a record number of $192 million at the end of the first weekend.
Not that hard. I heard your rib go. You need a minute?
Nope, let's get this over with. I got shit to do today.
Damn. Nobody saw that. Sam, package is secured.
I'll add your star to my collection.
And that's a wrap for this week on Showbiz Tonight. I hope you catch the latest in the world of entertainment. Also, make sure to tune in next week to get the latest happenings across Hollywood. So with that, I'm Virudh Varnasuri signing off for the week. Have a great weekend and have a good night.
If you stay with me again, would you mind?